Jazz Club.
Hello and welcome once again to Big Wrist Watches. Today we're going to talk a little bit about an affordable watch. The watches on my channel usually are of the higher price point, but I have a whole collection on the side with more affordable pieces, and today I'm going to speak about one of those. It's a watch that's weirdly has been reviewed a lot since it came out. It's the Yema Meangraf Super Y70. Yeah, that's a mouthful. So it's a very nice watch, and it fits very nice on my new smaller wrists because of the fact that it's only 39 millimeters in diameter. It has a lug width of 20 millimeters, and it has a very nice, as you can see, mesh bracelet. I'm going to show it to the camera in a minute. Now, it is powered by a Seiko VK64 Mecha Quartz movement. Not sure if you guys know what that is, but it's basically a quartz movement, so it's powered by a battery. But the chronograph is mechanical. So the chronograph is powered by the battery, obviously, but it's mechanical, so it has a smooth second-hand sweep. Moreover, there is no second-hand on the watch, so there's no real way that you can see that it's quartz, which is nice. For me, I think the Seiko VK64 is definitely not a reason not to buy a watch. I know that a lot of watch collectors are purists regarding the movement. I know some of my best friends who are, they don't want to know about quartz watches. But for me personally, quartz is perfectly acceptable, specifically in certain conditions. And I think at this price point, which is 350 euros for this watch, and usually it's no problem to get a 10% discount at Yema, so it's about 320 euros. I think that's a very fair price point, and I think the watch is very nicely finished. To be quite honest, this one had an issue with the pusher that was loose, but I sent it in, they fixed it, sent it back, and now it's fixed. It was a very good end-user customer experience. It can happen. Okay, you can say that it's quality assurance and stuff like that, but even the best brands sometimes have defects. And so this one also had a defect, but it gave me the chance to get to know the Yema customer service, and it did take a while to get back to me, but that's usual these days, and it was also during Corona high times, so yeah, I guess that's perfectly acceptable. But they were very professional. They didn't ask too much questions about what happened and stuff like that. So yeah, overall happy, and I would definitely recommend buying Yema watches. Now, this is not my first Yema watch. I had a blue Superman a few years back, but I sold it again. It was a very nice watch, but yeah, it didn't really click with me. I've been looking at getting another Superman, but one of the Heritage collection, maybe also a 39 millimeter. The only problem is that it's a little bit too similar to the Rolex Sea Dweller that I have. But at the same point in time, you can get them second-hand for about 500 euros or something, and I think at that price point, it's a nice beater watch, so to say. Yeah, today we're going to talk about the Yema Meangraf Super Y70. Now, I chose the yellow striped one, but there are other options available. There's also a red one that I know. I think personally that the case is very nicely made. It has that 70s look, as you can see. It's polished on the sides, but it's brushed on the front. So yeah, I think the look is very nice. And so when I start, when I start the chronograph, you could see it running, and it's running like a mechanical chronograph. So it's very smooth. So we stop it, reset. It's basically the operation of the watch. On the back we have a very nice emblem. We have the coat of arms, basically of Yema. So it's a very nicely adorned case back. And yeah, personally I think at this price point that it's a perfect little watch, and it's something that serves its purpose perfectly. So let's quickly look at it on my wrist. So yeah, as you can see, it is very nicely proportioned. It's even a little bit loose again because I need to tighten up the strap again. Since the last time I wore it, my wrists were still bigger every time. Like 2 weeks later or something, I need to tighten up my watches again or remove a link these days. It has a turnable bezel. It's bidirectional, so there are no steps in it, so it's just smooth turning. Oh, I was stopping it with my other finger. So as you can see, it is bidirectional. It's a little bit difficult to operate while holding it like that. But you can see it turns in both ways. It is a little bit loose, what I found. So when you're wearing the watch, and it rubs against something or against clothes or something, it can happen that it will slip out of place and that you have to adjust it afterwards. Not a big deal, but something to take into consideration. So yeah, I think at 350 euros that this is a very nice watch, and it's one that I wear from time to time. Now yesterday I got another watch in, and so I'm wearing that one today. Maybe I'll make a video about this one somewhere in the future. This is the watch that I got in yesterday. It's a Citizen Bullhead 8110. It's a 70s watch, a real 70s watch, because this is a 70s styled watch. And so yeah. Is there anything more we can say about the Meangraf? So yeah, Meangraf basically is a line of watches that Yema introduced in the 1970s. Obviously, as you can see, it's a racing-inspired chronograph. It has yeah, a unique 70s design, as I said. The case is unmistakably 70s. It has a little bit Speedmaster Mark II vibes, but it's different enough to not be too similar. Yeah, I really like it, and I think at the price point of 350 euros, as I said, that you can't really beat it. And to be honest, I think Yema is a very nice watch brand, and I think most watches, they often do big sales, and so sometimes you can get 30% off, and especially during those times, if you get a Yema with an in-house movement at that price point, I think it's hard to beat. Or even at retail prices, they are hard to beat, because to be quite honest, it's a legendary brand. Maybe we can go into it at some other time, but Yema has a very big military history. They provided watches to the French military and other official instances. They have a very nice heritage, so for me personally, the Yema brand is something that's very nice to have on the wrist. And I think this watch in particular, I think, yeah, it's a great little watch for the price. And yeah, I thought on YouTube there are not a lot of reviews of this watch, and I thought it would be nice to talk about it now. So there we are. So I hope you guys enjoyed this little video. It's a little bit different than my other videos that I used to make. I will make more history videos, but these are obviously much easier and faster to make because they don't require me to do a half a day of research and script writing. So they are much more off the cuff, so to speak. So yeah, if you like this video, then let me know in the comments, and also please like the video and subscribe to the channel, because yeah, we're still not up to the number of subscribers that I would like. So the more the merrier, obviously. And yeah, I'll see you next time, and thank you for watching. Yeah, bye bye.